Old School Pokemon here. Today's video, going to be showing you a whole bunch of cards that I'm going to be sending off to CGC for grading. Before I send them off, figured I'd go ahead and show you everything that I'm going to be submitting, as well as kind of talk about how I purchased these cards, so on and so forth. So we'll hop right into it. First off, I had a huge WotC collection that I purchased about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I wasn't able to get a video recorded of the entire collection, but I do have a good majority of the cards, all the better cards, that I'm going to be showing you here. So this collection right here it was around 180 WotC holo cards, all in really good condition. There were a few excellent conditions. Most of them were, good majority of them were near mint. And then this stack right here is all mint condition. I'd grade majority of these as being PSA 8s. There are a few 9s mixed in as well. I don't think there'd be any 10s, but for the most part, I think this stack right here is majority 8s with a few 9s. The rest of the cards were near mint condition, which I'll sell just individually within my eBay store. I actually already have all those cards listed. And then there were a few that were, there were 1 or 2 that were in damaged condition. So overall, the condition on the holo cards was really nice. There were about 180 of them, like I said. And then there was a ton of bulk cards as well. There was 5,000 or 6,000 bulk cards, your non-holo rares, uncommons, commons that I've yet to go through, but that'll happen eventually as well. In total, though, this collection cost me $9,650, which is definitely a lot of money. I definitely paid up for this collection, knowing that the holo cards were in good condition. So hopefully it works out for me. It'll definitely be more of a long run type of purchase where, in order to maximize my profits, definitely have to get these cards graded before selling them. So it'll definitely be more of an investment type of purchase where there's more work involved than just breaking it up and selling individually. If I just sold these cards individually as is, I think I'd make a little bit of money, but in order to make it worthwhile, definitely have to go ahead and get everything graded and slowly sell it that way. So there's the first stack of mint WotC holos plus 1 newer-ish holo. Now these cards right here, they were actually all sealed. It was a sealed set of the 4 WB stamped movie promo cards, plus 2 sealed Ancient Mew cards. I actually did open all 6 of these cards, and I'm going to submit them into CGC for grading. I was debating on whether to do that or to just sell them as sealed cards, because they are super popular. They do sell for a decent amount, but in the end, I ended up opening them for grading, so hopefully that works out. Next up, whole bunch of like higher end cards. A lot of first edition fossil set cards. Again, the condition on these cards is really nice. There is some like holo scratches. I don't know if this one has any, but for the most part there are a few light scratches. Like, yeah, you can see a few small scratches right there, but overall really nice condition. And then the back of these cards also looks pretty nice. There is some whiteness going on up there and then down there as well. So I'd say like PSA 8 range on that one, but overall condition really nice. Can't wait to actually get these cards back and see what the grades are. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Like I said, I know CGC just increased their turnaround times from 60 business days to 70 business days. So hopefully it doesn't go past that too much. So we got the first edition fossil set, and then we have some of the big 3 unloaded base set cards. Now these cards I put in this pile just because the condition on these cards is a little bit worse. I think the condition on these would be like within the PSA 6 to 7 range. As you can see, we'll take a look at Blastoise here. There is some decent amount of whiteness down at the bottom on either side. There's a little bit up in the top left and right corners, and then in terms of the holo, you can see a decent amount of scratching right there. So definitely in lesser condition, but still worth grading. So I will be sending these off to be graded along with everything else. So there's that, and then the main attraction of this collection, kind of the biggest reason why I was excited about purchasing this collection. So first off, we have an unlimited base set Blastoise. This one's in really good condition, so I'm going to send this one off via the express service. I think it's called the one that takes 10 business days, or is advertised as 10 business days. So unlimited base set Blastoise, and then not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 unlimited base set Charizards. One of these Charizards, I think it's this first one right here, is actually in pretty rough shape. Yeah, this was probably one of the worst cards within this whole collection. This one's definitely in pretty rough shape right there, but it's still a base set Charizard, so I'm still going to be grading it. But overall, the condition on the Charizard cards was really nice. As you can see a little bit of whiteness on the bottom right there. But overall, condition really nice on these guys. I did pay up for them. I offered, I originally offered a little bit less, but I think we finally ended up reaching an agreement for $500 per Charizard, which is definitely paying up for them. Definitely need to be graded before you could actually make money on them at that price point. But I think after grading, definitely be able to make a little bit of money off of these cards, if I do want to sell them, which that'll be tough right there to actually let them go, because it's been a while since I've had any Charizard card that I've been able to purchase from a collection, let alone having 6 of them within one collection. That was really cool. But I forget if I told you, I did pay $9,650 for that collection, so really big collection right there. I'm getting a few bulk collection purchases in that once I receive both of them, I'll definitely do a video on those, because that'll be a huge purchase right there. But yeah, that'll be a whole separate video, and I'll definitely do a video on that whole collection. I just didn't have time to do a video on this specific collection. But anyway, there's that. Next up, I have a whole bunch of Shining Fates hit cards that I'm going to be sending off via the bulk service to CGC. Now, Shining Fates was an interesting release for me. Was a little disappointed. So, back in December, distributors were asking people for pre-orders for Shining Fates. So, you pre-ordered Shining Fates back in December. So I placed my pre-order back in December, fully expecting to receive at least some type of allocation for Shining Fates. I knew I was going to be allocated, but I was fully expecting to receive at least some type of product. So I went through December, January, fully expecting to receive at least something. Then February comes, and we're in the first or second week in February. I haven't heard anything from my distributor, so I reach out to them via email and just basically ask them if they could give me my allocation numbers, so I can kind of expect how much Shining Fates product that I'd be receiving. They got back to me and said I wasn't going to receive any Shining Fates product. That was really disappointing right there, because, like I said, I'd gone 2-ish months fully expecting to receive at least something. And the reasoning behind that was because, obviously, modern product right now is super popular. There's a ton of people wanting to place pre-orders and order product through distributors. Distributors are receiving a whole bunch of applications from people looking to get into modern. So there's just a tremendous amount of interest right now within modern. So for Shining Fates, obviously, that was a hugely popular set. So they based allocations off of your previous order history. So if you they looked at your previous order history from August through November of 2020 and based your allocation off of how much you ordered back during that time frame. Now, normally, that wouldn't be an issue for me because I'm constantly ordering stuff from my distributor. However, during that specific window, August through November, I was away working my full-time job, so I didn't order anything from my distributor during that time frame. So when it came time to give allocations for Shining Fates, they saw that I hadn't been ordering anything, and they didn't allocate me anything for Shining Fates. So I didn't receive anything from my distributor, which was pretty disappointing. I was really bummed out about that. Luckily, I was able to get a whole bunch of booster packs from a friend of mine. Gotta catch them all on E4, and then his eBay store is Sidestein's Collectibles, I think, something like that. But he purchased he was able to get a whole bunch of Shining Fates product from his distributor. And he, fortunately, he sold me a whole bunch of packs. I actually bought 400 booster packs off of him that he pulled directly from, the ETBs. So I purchased 400 packs from him and opened them all up. I've got all the bulk type cards, so all your commons, uncommons, rares, reverse holos, all those cards I've got listed within my eBay store. And I was lucky because, gotta catch them all, received his Shining Fates pre-order, relatively quickly. It was a day or two before the actual release. He was able to open everything, get them shipped out to me, and I received them the Saturday after release. It was released on a Friday. I received my booster packs on Saturday, opened everything that same day, sorted everything on Sunday, and then I got everything listed on Monday. So luckily, I didn't miss too much time there. I was able to get everything listed fairly quickly, and I was actually one of the first people to list the complete holo, rare, uncommon, common sets, as well as the reverse holo sets. So I've been selling those really well, just because I was one of the first people to have those on eBay, which kind of surprised me. I figured a lot of people would have those available on eBay, but luckily I was one of the only ones. So I was kind of able to set the price point and been doing pretty well selling those cards. In terms of the hit ratio, as you can see, we pulled a whole bunch of these Shining Pokemon. There's a ton of these within this Shining Fates set. But in terms of the hit ratio, like I said, I purchased 400 booster packs, and I believe I counted all the hits, and I counted right around 230 hits, which is awesome when you think about it, because that's like one hit out of every 2 packs that you're opening, which is really, really good. A lot better than most modern sets. It does help that you have the Shining Vault set, and so you have these cards are replaced by the reverse holo. So you'll have some packs where you pull, at least I had some packs where I either pulled a Shining and a regular full art, or I pulled a Shining Vault full art plus a regular full art. So there's definitely some really good packs out there that you can pull. Pulled a whole bunch of those Lapras V cards, which is awesome because that's probably my favorite card, or one of my favorite cards out of the set, the Lapras V, and then we only have one of the Lapras V Max. That's those two are two of my favorite cards from the set. Obviously, gotta love the Charizard from the set, which I did pull one of those, and we'll get to it at the very end. Gotta save the best for last. But yeah, and then so there's the Lapras V Max. That's another awesome card right there. And then getting into the gold cards, really like these cards. None of one of my favorites from the set. I would say the Lapras V Max, and then the gold card. That'd be kind of my top 3 cards from the set. The Charizard is getting to the next card. The Charizard VMAX, I did pull one of those. That'd probably be my 4th card from the set. I actually like these gold cards more so than the Charizard. Not a fan of kind of like the dark Charizard going on. I like the original Charizard a lot better, but definitely an awesome card. So glad to have pulled that. It was funny. Like I said, I purchased 400 booster packs, opened everything up. I had opened a good majority of my booster packs, probably 350 or so, and I hadn't pulled this card just yet. I was really hoping to pull it, but I had opened, like I said, 350 or so booster packs, hadn't pulled this card, so I really wasn't sure if I was going to pull it. I actually ended up pulling this card from one of my last booster packs, which was awesome. So that was real exciting right there. This will definitely be going with these cards under the kind of the express service, whereas the remainder of these cards will be going via the bulk service. I don't know if I'm going to submit everything just yet. I might leave some aside, like these regular ultra rare cards. Might sell a few of those just individually, as well as a few of the Shining Pokemon. One thing I did notice with the Shining Fates set, some of the Shining Pokemon remind me of the Jungle Holos, where there can be a lot of silvering around the edges due to the blades being duller. I did notice that, and that kind of really surprised me for a modern set to have that kind of damage. We really don't see that anymore, but at least for my booster packs within Shining Fates, there are some of the Shining Pokemon. I haven't noticed it with any of the other cards, but with the Shining Pokemon specifically, there are some that have silvering around the edges. So I am going to be going through these cards just once more before I submit them, and any of the cards that have that edge silvering, probably just going to sell those individually within my eBay store. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.